Here for Home of Fight. It is always great catching up with Geoff Neal, who's got a fight booked. He's going to be taking on Uros, UFC Houston, February 21st. Jeff, how's it going, man?
Going good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing great. We were talking about this before, but this will be your first time fighting in Houston since, I think, 2014, November 2014. You got to be happy to be added to this event.
Yeah, man. I'm super excited. Last time I fought in Houston, it was what was it? When was it? Like what?
It was LFA. It was Houston, and then Texas. I went and looked. Was July 2017. So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute. I love fighting in Texas, man. No state taxes. Like a lot of my family and friends, they can come out and watch. So yeah, I'm just ready for this fight.
Yeah, and you're fighting Uros, and I think a lot of people thought you were going to be fighting Kevin Holland. Remember, there was all these posts on social media about you and Holland. I actually texted you and I said, hey, is there any truth to this? And you're like, I don't even know. So what happened there? Because I know it did seem like that fight was in the works, but you were sort of telling me like, hey, I just want to get like an opponent where I don't have to worry about trash talk and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, it's like that fight right now, like what I'm trying to do. Like I got a lot going on, so I'm trying to like just have a low energy fight because there's a lot of beef like behind that. You know what I mean? My coach hates him. He hates my coach, and then I had a couple people from the gym. They left our gym to go over there, so it's a lot of inter-gym beef. But like, you know what I mean? If he still wants to fight, man, we can do it later. Like like there's nothing but time. But like right now, this is not something I want to do, and that's just what it is.
Yeah, and for anyone out there who's watching this saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to fight Holland" and all that stuff, like you fought Carlos Prates, you fought sort of the toughest guys in the weight class.
Yeah,
it's just
like,
a situation. I understand where you're coming from. It's like, I just came off a pretty tough fight. Like, I just want to have a regular fight, not have all this external stuff. I get that, man, totally.
So, yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
and honestly, like I feel like I've fought enough. Like in the UFC, I've taken the fights that like nobody else wanted. You know what I mean? And I appreciate the UFC like understanding and you know what I mean, give me Uros medic, you know, like I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's good. And obviously should just mention though, you and Holland do have some history. You fought ages ago. XFO, I think was the promotion you guys fought at.
XKO.
XKO. I was close.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, so
close enough.
and I know that is a fight I'm sure you'd want back at some point because that was your first stoppage loss, right? That when that fight happened, and that was ages ago before the UFC.
Yeah, and we've talked about it previously, like, you know what I mean, running it back in the UFC, and like we want to wait until it's like there's like a lot of money behind it, you know what I mean? I feel like now's not the time for it either, you know what I mean? Like it's still not hyped up like that, so it's like we can make it happen, man, but it's just like not right now.
Yeah, timing's not good. That makes sense. Before we talk about medic and everything you got going on, I know you were kind of telling me before we set this up, you've been going through a lot kind of outside the cage. I know you made a lot of changes. You look slimmer, Jeff. You look in great shape. You've been doing the 75 you've been doing the 75 hard program. Tell me a bit about that and what made you choose to do that.
Yeah, just 75 hard. I got done with it like probably like I think 2.5 weeks ago. So I'm probably like but it's I had a real issue like for 5 years, man. Like right at like around COVID, right when I got sepsis, I fell in a hole. Like this is my first time even open up about it. So it's like kind of weird, but like, you know what I mean? I had a problem with addiction, you know what I mean? Drugs and alcohol. It was rough. It was 5 years of it. Like, and like within that 5 years, like I don't think I was like the longest I was sober within that 5 years was like 2 weeks. And those 2 weeks were usually before a fight. You know what I mean? Like I'll only slow down 2 weeks before the fight. And you know what I mean? And I'm like coming to the fights, I'm underprepared, you know what I mean? Out of shape. It was rough, man. It's like it's crazy. I stayed in the rankings the whole time. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
It was rough. And this 5 years of just ups and downs, just constant man, it's fuck.
Yeah, no, it's crazy that you had to deal with that on top of fight camp, on top of being a dad, all that different stuff too. What changed for you though? Like what made you want to get help? Because you said this has been going on for a while. What sort of flipped the switch with you doing that? Because ultimately at the end of the day, I know when it comes to addiction, you got to kind of make that choice.
Yeah, I really can't, there's nothing like specific that like you know what I mean, like made me like flip the switch in my mind. It's just it just happened, you know what I mean? Like I don't know, it just happened. I just did the 75 hard and I stuck with it, and you know what I mean? And thank God for my wife, you know what I mean? My wife was here with me through the whole time, you know what I mean? She dealt with all the ups and downs. Shout out to her. But it was rough, man. It was like it really feels like those past 5 years, like I wasn't I wasn't living. You know what I mean? Like I was there, but I wasn't present. You
Yeah.
know, like now, like everything is just like I'm here. You know what I mean? It's people that went through addiction, that go through addiction, they know what I'm talking about. Is like now I'm actually living life. You know what I mean? I'm actually experiencing like again for the first time. So it's you know, it was rough 5 years, but I'm past it.
Mhm.
Hopefully, you
Yeah.
know, it's to the point where like whenever like I even see liquor, like I get sick to my stomach.
Mhm.
I don't think I'll ever drink again. You know what I mean? Like 75 hard after my fight, like I'm not gonna pick up a bottle again. And I think it's for the best for my family, for my kids, for my wife. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Uh, for everybody. You know what I mean? For my career. You know, I feel like I got a second chance. You know what I mean? I don't want to waste it. You know, like I feel like I should have already been champ. You know what I mean? I was riding a 5 fight win streak after I beat Mike Perry. You know what I mean? And then like shit just went downhill. You know, like and like yeah,
Well, part of it too is I know you got sick, and that impacted things, and that might have led to maybe doing some of that stuff. I would imagine too, because you're
yeah,
dealing with
yeah,
stuff, and it's tough. I don't want to pry too much, but just a couple questions that
yeah.
come to mind. Like, was it difficult because I know you do work as a server as well? Was it difficult being in that environment when there is alcohol around a lot, and it's something where I trust me, I've worked in the restaurant industry. It's easy to get liquor after work, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like yeah, so I can't work at Moxie's no more.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
so I recently went back to Texas Roadhouse. Texas Roadhouse is way different. You know what I mean? It's more like, you know what I mean. You
Family
don't stay at
restaurant.
work
Yeah,
super late.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a family restaurant, so it's way different. And that's the thing. Like you know what I mean? I know myself better than that. I was trying like whenever I wanted to stop, like the whole time, like I would want to stop, but it's like I would still put myself in situations that like, you know what I mean? Bro, you know damn well you're not gonna be able to control yourself. So why are you putting yourself in that situation? You know what I mean? I'll have in mind, like, oh, I'm not gonna go out and have a drink, or I'm only gonna have one drink. No, it's never like that for me. I have to just like I had to cut a lot of friends off, like you know what I mean? I had to stop going certain places, just kind of like isolate myself
Yeah.
to in a sense, you know?
Yeah, no, I hear you. Did you, and again, you don't have to reveal this. I'm just curious. Like, did you go to like a rehab or anything, or was just you did this all on your own and so you went cold turkey, just went straight into 75 hard? For people who don't know, 75 hard is I've done it before too. It's like a 75-day program. You work out twice a day. You have to read 10 pages a day of a book, and you have to go strict on a diet for 75 days and no drugs or alcohol. So that's part of it, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. So
And like I wouldn't say so
yeah.
we did 75 soft. Like it's
Yeah.
like you know what
Okay.
I
Fair
mean?
enough.
There's certain things like the reading, like I was like, fuck that. No.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. But
I like the honesty
for
though.
the
Yeah.
yeah, but most of the stuff I did, especially I was my keys was the no drugs and alcohol, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like and like a relatively good diet. Relatively.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Okay.
yeah, it was this yeah.
Okay. No, that makes sense. And then I was gonna say too, like how long have you been sober? I don't know if you're keeping track of the days, but it's been a while, I'm assuming. So it's been more than you've done the 75 hard, but how long has it been?
Yeah. So 75 hard was like the beginning of the 75 was like the first day I was sober. So like I would say like now I'm pushing 100 now.
Good for you. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, like
Good.
I'm not because I'm not keeping track because I don't want it to be a thing where
Yeah.
it's I want it to be a forever thing. You know what I mean? I don't want
Yeah.
it to be just let me keep track of the days. Not like is this a I want it to be my lifestyle. You know what I mean? I don't want to think about how long I've been sober. I just want to be sober. You know?
Yeah. And what about the weight? Have you dropped? Because I know that was a thing too. In between camps, you would kind of balloon up a little bit. Is that
Mhm.
is that made things easier too with the fact that because again, when you're hungover, you're gonna want to eat like crap, right? So
Yeah, and then and it felt like it fucks with your metabolism, all that shit. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like so, like like my weight's been coming down. My weight's great right now. I haven't checked the scale, but it's good and it's way better than it was for like my past 5 fights. You know, so this weight cut should be a breeze.
Yeah, and just last thing on this, and then we'll kind of talk about your fight. How much did that put a strain on your relationship with Coach Safe? Because I know he's pretty hard line. I'm sure he must have had an inkling of some stuff going on there. Did that ever get to the point where you guys like, maybe like didn't see eye to eye because of the things going on outside the cage?
He will always stay on my ass, but like I don't think he knew
You didn't know the
much
extent.
about
Okay.
like the drugs part, but he knew I was drinking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He knows like I've always been a drinker,
Mhm.
but he always knew about that. But he just always tried to get me. He would stay on my ass, try to get me in the gym, but he knew I wasn't like the fighter that I once was, and he would just keep it. Thank God for him too. You know what I mean? He's been there anytime I needed something. Like he was always there throughout the whole 5 years. So shout out to him, and our relationship. It was never strained, and like I don't think it can be strained. You know what I mean? I'm loyal to him. He's loyal to me, and that's what it is.
Let's talk about Uros Medic, 12-3 record. Stylistically, how are you looking at this one? How do you feel like you match up against him?
Man, it's stylistically like he's good. He's aggressive. He goes for the knockout, and it's like I always say for all my fights, like this is one of the fights that is potentially can end in the first round, and like this is another one of those fights, and I think I got the edge on speed and power, so I feel like I should take that one.
Is it a bit weird fighting a guy like him? Like, I feel like you've only fought ranked opponents the last couple of years. Like, you look at who you fought, it's one of the gauntlets of the welterweight division. Like, even dating back to that win streak you had, like Mike Perry at the time was a pretty big name. So is it a bit, I know you're not underestimating him, but is it a bit different this time around? Because it's not like you're fighting the, undefeated Brazilian or up-and-coming Brazilian like Prates in the last fight, right?
I mean, it's like as far as like the threat level, it's the same threat level because like you're in the UFC. It's just less noise. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which
like less like you know what I mean, and that's exactly what I need right now. I like it's like do sober thing. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Like so like I the less noise the better. You know, like because I don't want it like to get stressed out and get triggered. Like I don't think I will, but you know what I mean? Who knows? You know what I mean? I just want to keep it smooth sailing. You know what I mean?
Keep it on to fighting and don't have to worry about the other stuff. I get that 100%. Who have been some of the main training partners at Fortis? Who's helping you get ready for this fight?
This up and comer, man, Charles Woods, man, he's pretty good, man. Be on the lookout for him. And I got like Uriah Hall, Mutassim, just pretty much the same group. We don't got Ramiz no more. He jumped ship, but
I actually talked to him the other day. I know there was a bit of a falling out. Are you guys at least still friends, or is that like not a thing now either?
I don't know, man. He just had some followed me on Instagram, so I was like, and then like he cheered like whenever Protest knocked me out my last fight. He was in the crowd and he was cheering. So I don't know what he was cheering, but it's like it looked like he was fucking cheering. You know what I mean? Like happy that I got knocked out. Like you know what I mean? I was like, I thought it was your boy, man. We've been training for fucking years together. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like you see me get knocked out, you should just put your head down. I don't know, just weird shit, man. Like you left the gym when you're on the court, man. I did nothing to you. Like that, your beef with coach ain't got shit to do with me and you. You know what I mean? Why you acting strange now? But it is what it is.
Yeah. And then just quickly, you mentioned Uriah Hall. I know he's still competing, everything like that. Do you like? I know he has like a different relationship with other people, but it seems like the people that do get him, because I know he's a bit of a different guy, it's really beneficial because you can see the talent level there, you can see the level of intelligence and stuff. That must be such a good. I assume you guys gel well together, otherwise you wouldn't be training with each other, right?
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Uriah, he's the scary sparring partner. I'll tell you that right now. Like real scary. But me and him, we've been sparring for a minute, and like we got it down to where like we don't kill each other anymore. You know what I mean? Like nobody throwing anything too hard. We've formed a mutual respect, but like it's good now because we go at like a real high pace, real fast pace, and we're learning and we're being creative, picking up new tricks. So man, he's an awesome training partner.
Who your corner safe will be in there? Who else is going to be in the cage with you?
Good. Krukasib, and then I'm gonna bring Charles Woods down.
Nice.
I'm either Charles Woods or Uriah, but they're both gonna be in Houston. I don't know who's gonna be in the corner though.
Okay. And how's this fight playing out? You mentioned this could be a quick one. How do you see it unfolding?
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna get it done in the first round. Yeah. You know, and then if not, I'll take it in the third round. I feel like he'll fade in the third round, and I'll take that away too.
Who's winning the main event of your card, Sean Strickland or Anthony Hernandez?
I mean, I'm going for Anthony Hernandez, man. Yeah, I fuck with Anthony, man. I think we were on the we fought in the contender together. I think we did.
Yeah.
Or either that or my pro debut. We fought some early card, but like I've been rooting for the guy since he got.
Do you think he wins though? Because it is a close fight. Like Strickland's no easy out, right?
I think he wins. I think he wins, man. Like he doesn't get tired. Like he's going to grind him out.
Okay. Something you and I haven't talked about since your last fight. You signed with Vayner Sports for management. How did that all come together?
They just reached out to me, and You know what I mean? They had reached out to me before, back before, like they were Vayner, they were something else.
Oh, Ballingy. Yeah, I remember that. Back in
Yeah,
the day.
yeah.
Yeah.
They reached out, and I turned them down then. You know what I mean? But they spun back around, and but this time I picked them up, and it's been great so far. You know what I mean? I've gotten a lot of opportunities there, getting free stuff in the mail. So I like them. I think it's gonna be a good relationship for the future, and we're gonna make some things happen.
You haven't really had, like, I know Safe has sort of done all your contracts and all that stuff, right? You haven't
Mm-hmm.
really had like a management group before, if I'm not mistaken, right?
No, like because it's all been about the contracts. You know what I mean? That's what I talked to Coach Safe about it. I was like, you know what I mean? Like you can still be a part of like when it comes like matching up the fights, but you know what I mean? I need to like you hit him alone with all the shit that he's a busy man. Like he's running his own gym. He got a lot on his plate. So you know what I mean? Help him out a little bit, take off his plate, and then they can do more for me that you can't do. Like, you know what I mean? I don't want you to be breaking your back for me. You got to worry about coaching and all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like they have a whole team. They can do all the things that will be beneficial to me in my career.
And then, so that's been like an interesting thing. And then do you know how many fights you have left on your deal? You're still on your old deal, I'm assuming?
No, I just signed a new one. Carlos Practice was the first one on the new one. So I'm on a whole new deal.
Yeah. Okay, so that makes sense. So I'm assuming 3, including this one, right? I would think? Or is it
I don't know.
It's usually like a 4-fight deal. That's why I bring it up. So
It might be a 4-fight. So this one, and then I'll have 2 more.
Okay. At the top of your division, we have obviously Islam as the champion. Who should fight him next? Because there's been some debate. Sounds like the UFC's maybe pushing Kamaru Usman. Ian Gary, who you fought, he's only lost the 1 fight to Shavkat. We obviously know Shavkat's out for a bit. You got Michael Morales, who's undefeated, knocked out Sean Brady. Like, what do you think should be next in your division?
Man, I have not even been looking at that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Who did Usman fight last?
Usman fought Buckley.
He beat him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would give, man. There should be a title eliminator. To be real.
Yeah.
I would match fucking Usman and Ian up.
Okay.
And winner gets it. That's what I would do.
And then would you do maybe Morales and Prates? Because that could be the next fight too.
Oh, I mean, shit. Do Ian and Usman. That whoever wins that one fights for the belt first, and Prates and Morales is the next up. Do title eliminator with those 2.
Yeah, and you probably don't know this, but they put out the rankings this week. So Shavkat came out, he re-injured himself, so he's going to be out for like a year. So the UFC ranking people, they took him out of the rankings. But here's the weird thing: Colby Covington's still in the rankings.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy. I've been trying to get that fight for years.
Yeah, but I don't think he's fighting anymore. Like he just did that wrestling thing with Luke Rockhold. Like he hasn't fought since December of 2024. Jeff, I don't know if you're aware.
He needs to be taken out of the rankings 100%. Yeah. But I feel like he's just staying in rankings just so. I don't know, man. I ain't gonna say anything because I don't know if there's any politics behind it. But it's like take him out of the rankings at this point. You know what I mean? The only way he's gonna come back and fight is gonna have to be like a big name. You know what I mean? He's not gonna fight an uppercomer. He's not going to fight somebody like me. You know what I mean? He's not. He's not. So just get him out the rankings. He's not trying to be a champ either. Like what's the point of keeping somebody that's not trying to move up into the division in the rankings?
Well, I think you got to reward activity. That's a big thing too, right? Like if guys are sitting out, they're not fighting, you should, I think, reward people that are, participating in that. And I also think like maybe you agree or disagree. Like I don't have a problem with Shavkat being out of the rankings. If he's going to be out for a year, I think you should reward fighters that are taking fights and winning and all that. And then, you can remember where they were. Like Shavkat was number 1. Remember that when he comes back and gets his next fight. But I don't think you should have fighters in the rankings that have been out for at least a year, even if it is injury related. I don't think that matters because I think you need to keep the division moving. That's just my personal opinion. So
yeah, like I feel like the rankings is like for like, you know what I mean? Like it's for the belt, you know what I mean? So like, yeah, I agree 100%.
Okay. And then kind of you were mentioning politics. Do you want to fight on the White House card or no?
Nah, that's another like it's nah. I'll pass.
Yeah, no.
Like man, it's.
But I get it too. You're not fighting in front of fans. Yeah.
Yeah, but and also it's like they say it's for America, like you know what I mean, like July 4th, all that shit. Why not do baseball? You know what I mean, like in America, you know what I mean, like fighting is not American, like that's not MMA is not like an American like grown thing. You know what I mean? Let's play some football or some baseball on the White House lawn, but that's just my opinion.
Okay. Oh, I like that. And my last question, because we talked about Islam, do you think there's anyone in the division right now that can defeat him? That was a pretty, one-sided fight against Jack Della Maddalena. Some people say maybe Michael Morales because he's got the knockout power. Is there anyone that you look at in that division that could beat Islam, do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I could beat him. Anybody can be beaten. It's just
Sure. Yeah.
I heard he's
Okay.
strong as fuck. But well, that's one thing I heard about. But yeah, I mean, like outside of me, man, Michael Morales could do it. You know what I mean? But he's a little young. You know what I mean? I don't know. Like he
We
might
don't know
make
how
a
he's on the
mistake.
ground either, right? So
Yeah. I don't know how he is on the ground. So like that's to be determined. People can beat him, man. It's just got to figure out a way to keep it at range and keep it on the feet. I feel like if he takes most people down, it's not going to go well.
Yeah. Well said. Hey, Jeff, thanks for doing this. Little context. We've had to rebook this a couple times, so I appreciate you sticking with me. And honestly, like just from like a personal level, thanks for, opening up about what you're dealing with. I think, hopefully some people see this and that might be going through something similar and they can take a page out of your book and everything, man. So I appreciate the honesty and I appreciate you opening up here. If there's anything you want to mention before we get out of here, whether it's sponsors or social media or anything like that, I'll give you the last word.
No, man, that's it, man. I appreciate the interview, brother.